Diwali. Year too.
Good morning, and thank you for taking this up first up after Diwali.
That's great. And it was pending since long. So I thought this is the right time because now the NRI season starts in India after November. So that's a good point and to get connected. And So, to start with, see, these both sessions were not so much planned, and they were means the idea was very impromptu to do this session. And as one of my client and friend, he's my engineering friend, and so he's investing with me since last almost now 20 years. As he has been investing with me, and he comes up with different ideas. He is exploring different investment avenues also there, and globally, because he is heading the Asia specific marketing in his company. So he's connected with a lot of different countries and different people. So he keeps on exploring different investment avenues, and from that, and he bought an idea in my mind ki, why don't you take a session in Singapore? I can bring my friends, and we can have a something entertainment over there, and we can see how we can make it. And with that idea, I just that idea was put in my head in June end, and I started exploring on June first week of June, and then I started exploring what can be done. And the additional part was that I already had a visa of Singapore. Last year, I had visited Singapore with family, and so coming to the visa part, we get 2 years visa for Singapore for tourist. So that's a good part. And so if you take once a visa, you can use it for 2 years, and you don't have to you just have to send them a one-day pair. There is a link, you have to fill it and send the details where you are staying, but that's all you have to do next time. Normally, if you're going to Singapore, take a tourist visa. That's a better one, because if you go on a business visa, there will be a lot of questioning, and then it can add on a lot of paperwork. So it's better to go on a tourist visa. You can do on tourist visa, you can do one-on-one meetings, things there. It's you cannot have a formal gathering for investment purpose on your brand if you are going on a tourist visa. So if it comes, if it gets somebody if gets you can get into trouble. So it's better to go on tourist visa and tell someone there to host the thing. So, and where you can talk. So if you see my first meeting, what we had done was, my friend then suggested he was investing into whiskey cask. So that has been one of new avenues, alternate investment avenues outside India. So they invest into whiskey cask in Europe, and that also yields around 15 to 18% returns, and whiskey lovers are very much going towards that. So he told me that his friend will have a whiskey testing session, so we can pull up the more crowd there. So first my session and was with this friend of him, Nathan was his name, and so he conducted a whiskey testing session, and with that we coupled my IIP. So I thought he also told me that, see, mutual fund is very common now. Everybody knows it. Banks also are approaching the NRIs or there. So can you bring something different product which can attract his friends and other people? So then that time only we had discussion about the AIF, the Bharat Value Fund had just done recent tie-up with them, then with Funds India for the AIF part. And so I thought that can be a good product to pitch in, because it was different they invest into secondary market. So then we discuss the idea, and we finalize. Now here in the first session, all the booking of the hotel and everything, because I was not knowing from here anything what to do there. We are blank. The hotel costs are very high in Singapore. Or so I gave all the thing to my friend and Nathan, the person who was doing the whiskey testing. So I gave them authority ki you only decide the hotel. My budget, I gave my budget. My budget is 1 lakh. So within 1 lakh, whatever, wherever you feel, you can decide at the place. So first visit was completely on my expenses, as because Bharat Value Fund at last moment uh, gave up for sponsoring, because they were launching the mutual fund company and they have to control their expenses at that time. So they told they cannot do this time. So all the expenses were mine in the first meeting. So then for whiskey cask, you need a different setup. You need all that glasses and this. So all the arrangement was done by Nathan. And there then it was very easy then to call the clients. We got that day 18 uh, prospects. Some two, three were my existing, four were my existing clients, and others were all new in that meeting. We were expecting almost 25 that day, but that day there was some celebrations were there. Singapore or day celebrations were there. So a lot of traffic problem was there. So three, four people could not reach is in that meeting. Otherwise, we would have hit that 25 number on that day. But then you need to see a central place where people can reach. Anyways, in Singapore, traveling is quite easy thing because of metro connectivity. But then this first meeting was planned with the whiskey testing. So we did a whiskey testing session, and for 40 minutes. Then I had my session for 40 minutes, and again a whiskey testing session for 40 minutes. So in this way, we had planned the 2 hours as agenda in the first meeting, and it was a different experience for me to have such a kind of meeting. And the response was good because Bharat Value Fund is into secondary market, so people were very curious to know about it. And we got two closings immediately in the next 2 days. One was in AIF itself, and one was in mutual funds. So he started 1.5 lakhs SIP with us, which is ongoing, and going ahead. We have the plans to diversify the investments. So that was the immediate uh, result. After that, again, two people started mutual fund SIPs with me, and that was around 50,000. So in that meeting, we got 2 lakhs SIP plus one AIF. have closed. So that was done. I was following with the clients there, and then Nitin Sawant. I had introduced him earlier in our PBT 2 3 years back. So he's a RI, and he's a good friend of mine from last 20 years. So he again just pushed me, ki, why not to go again? I have my clients. I can also pull in some clients hands, and let's go again and have one more session and there. So I also was thinking about that because I had to do some follow-ups there from the first meeting, which was not becoming possible online because of time issues. But then I thought that can be a good push, and those who have not attended earlier, they can come for this meeting. So next time, and again, when I was in the first time I went, and Bharat Value Fund has told that their fund manager is also going to Singapore, Hong Kong for some meetings around first week of September. So that was again a trigger. So I thought, let's take the fund manager, let's call him. And that started the second meeting started with that thought. The fund manager is there, so let's encash it. And then Nitin can also bring some of his friends, and I can. So in that way, we planned the second meeting just 20 days, 25 days prior to our exact date of the meeting. That time I coordinated the things because the person of Bharat Value Fund who is in one person is there in Singapore who has started a Singapore feeder fund and for Bharat Value Fund. So he had some medical issues and then he backed out from that. So I have to coordinate for the hall and arranging all the things. So then their BNI helped me. So I connected with the BNI event, 2, 3 persons from event side and from Singapore. So they sent me details of the different venues, and then I coordinated from here and fixed one venue over there. So their BNI helped me a lot. I tried to get BNI members there, but could not, was not succeeded in getting the BNI members for the meeting. But then it was coordinated with that. And so it was done again. This meeting was also planned within 20 days. So we started inviting. Invitations were done through. See, here you have to take 2, 3 things. How to invite. You have to start the invitations at least 3 weeks prior to the prospects, because as most of them plan weekend trips, or weekends are planned for people who are there. They work 5 days completely, and for weekend normally travel plans are there for NRS or there. So you have to plan three weeks prior at least minimum, to give them an idea and they can schedule our meeting. And so we immediately had done one flyer and started circulating the flyer about the fund manager. So uh, fund manager was there in the second meeting, Bharat Value Fund. That added a lot. Because then I got one more closing in the second meeting because of the fund manager only. He was CA and he was very skeptical about the fund in the first meeting. He came back in the second meeting, and that closing was done. And after that, two closings are still in the discussion, because they increased the rate of their minimum investment value from 1 CR to 2 CR. Now again they have reduced it to 1 CR for the AF. So now mostly the closing will happen. But that was the point, that fund manager insights helps a lot on in conveying other things. So we had done the meeting with the fund manager on 4th September. Normally, what I do is I keep 2 days prior to the meeting over there to connect with the existing clients and uh, have the venue look and everything, and 2 days post the meeting, so that I can do a follow-up meetings if possible, connect them personally. And so normally both my uh, visits were for 5 nights, and so almost 6 days is there. And total expenses, if you see, first meeting had expenses of 3 lakhs, and second meeting it was less, as it was around 85,000 total expenses for the second meeting, because that meeting was sponsored by Bharat Value Fund. And in the second meeting we got 13 uh, prospects uh, for the meeting. From that, 4 were already attended, and we got 9 new people in the room. So, and see, this is a very good point to connect. So there were 2 people who came for the second meeting. For them, I was doing a follow-up from last 1.5 years, because their referral was given to me by my existing clients to almost 1.5 years back. And I was doing a follow-up, but they never turned up. We didn't had a formal meeting online also, but they came up for these. One came in the first meeting, one came in the second meeting, and so that was a good connect back to them. We are now discussing the possibilities of investment and how we can proceed with the investments. We had two Singaporean nationals for the first meeting. In the second meeting, we had one foreign nationals. Now, he was previously in Singapore, but he is now in Indonesia. Uh, he has settled down there, but he was in Singapore. He came. He was one of my friend's friend. So now that connection has started. So Gift City product I discussed for 10 minutes there, how through Gift City they can invest in India. We are now in talks with one of them for a big chunk of his investment, almost 6 CR investment is planning to do through Gift City and in the AI space. So that is how the things can be generated through this. So it was a completely experimental basis. I had done this. There was no planning behind that earlier. Once we decided, then we started the planning. And so few things what one should take care, what I feel while doing these kind of things is one is that first see the visa thing. If you don't have visa, first apply for the visa, get the visa done. It's very easy to get the visa for at least for Singapore, or you don't have to go for a personal interview, so it's easy to get the visa. Once that is there, the venue is also an important part in that, because AMCs normally will not sponsor the outside events. So when you need to get, so if you are a BNI or any other network member, you can connect with a local from there. So it's good to get a local support from someone, your client or your relative over there, because what you see on net and what you experience, sometime it can differ. Uh, so it's better that someone visits there personally. And venue charges, if you see, they really differ. In the first case, we had the charges were somewhere 175 Singaporean dollars as were the per plate charges. So if you not 175, it was around in the rupees terms, it was 8,000 per plate were the charges. But as that was divided between me and the whiskey testing company, for me it came down to 3,500 per plate. But if I had to do it completely, it was very higher side. So next on the second time, I made it a point that the charges should come lower, because Bharat Value Fund has also given us budget key, between what budget we have to fix the things. So that you have to see on the charge side what they are offering and how much they are charging, because when you are going outside, normally that is where the most of the money will be taken back. Secondly, one more thing what I will tell you is, instead of having only one person going, you can uh, do it with your friends, or you can make 2 3 persons can plan IIP, because then you can fetch the crowd. Now we have in as an individual, we always have a limitations when we are going outside, and so that's another thing. I would recommend, what I felt is, if you have at least 2 people, you can fetch more crowd. Now, third thing is, Singapore is a small country, so it's very easy for in Singapore, or for gathering people at one place. But other countries, it can be a challenge. Then you have to see a city wise, you have to see in that city how much connects you have. Um, that is one more thing why I went to Singapore, because being Singapore a small city, I can fetch the people from all over the country there. So you have to see that wherever you are going, you have to see that the reach of people to your venue. Instead of a big meeting, you can plan a small meeting also. So wherever you are staying, you can call 4 5 people. That can also, what I felt, can be done, and you can have 2 3 days in that hotel, and you can call 4 5 people, and that can also be done. Uh, Fourth thing, what in especially in Singapore, if you are planning, it's a very easy to commute in Singapore, because you can take a pass. You have to take a card, and which is valid in bus and metro both, and you can refill it anywhere on the metro stations. You have the refilling booths, can refill it. So it's very easy to commute in Singapore, and that's why I specifically selected Singapore for this. As um, and If you take some exotic product, then people are very much interested to know what is new. That's what my idea was. But still, I can find many people doing it only for mutual funds. Also, the seminar only for mutual funds, but otherwise, that can also help to pull on the people, and pitch a idea of a bigger investment value. So in AIF, you all know it's 1 CR minimum investment. So that idea I wanted to put in their minds, that you should invest big amount aren't in India. And thanks to Sandeep sir, because I had in both the meetings, the India growth story. I had taken points from his presentation, how India is growing, that 8 to 10 points I have taken, and from his presentation added my 2 3 points and in that, and that's how we presented the India growth story, and then how you can benefit. So my presentation was simple. 10 15 minutes India growth story, how India is growing, how India is economically becoming better destination for investment, and then what are the different avenues for investment. And then we focused on AIF as a secondary market AIF, and mutual funds, and for the direct stock option. So this is how I had staged my presentation there. And then in when we called the Bharat Value Fund manager, that time he took into deep dive into the product, and he also gave some good tips about how to select the companies, how their selection process is, how they are exiting from the companies, their philosophy. That was exciting moment. And so overall, it was fruitful meetings both. No doubt, it hit my local business here, because it was back to back 2 months, and then a lot of time was going in preparing for that. And so my calls over here got affected because of that in that 2 months. And so that hit you have to take. Luckily, I had my one salesperson from last 7 8 months, so I was giving some calls to her, but that got affected. And but on the other side, you also get a very good PR done in your existing clients, because when they see you are giving a session in Singapore, you are meeting there, you are going there for the sessions, and there I projected myself as I am a guest speaker in that session. So it was never on my brand, that meetings. So that added uh, plus points in my existing clients. So that is actually when I'm calling them, that is giving me upper hand. So In that way, here the business, my meetings got affected, but the business is coming because of that. So that's how the two meetings were done. But if you have any questions, specific questions, now I think I will make the floor open for questions that will actually help us to get more from
So
this.
this AIF doesn't have the tax benefit of mutual fund, right? जो
No.
सिंगापुर में है.
No, it doesn't have the tax benefit, but they can come to gift city. So gift city में क्या होता है? They don't have to pay additional tax. Taxes, they have to pay the tax, but it will be deducted at the fund level, in the fund itself. And so they don't have to pay any additional tax there. Whatever they will get in their bank account, the dollar terms, that's their money.
Right, yes, that is for AIF, right?
Yes.
But for mutual fund ना इधर का ना उधर का कोई टैक्स नहीं है.
म्यूचुअल फंड को भी टैक्स है, ओनली यू हैव टू डू दैट एडिशनल प्रोसेस,
TRC,
गेट इट टैक्स फ्री,
which is
टीआरसी.
online, which is online for Singapore
Yes,
and
in
maybe
Singapore,
no cost.
it's simple for
Uh,
Singapore person, because they don't have any cost for that. They get
yeah.
within, I think, 7-8 days they get the
Hmm.
TRC once they apply online, and only they have to fill the that one form over here with the income tax department in India, and
Yeah,
they
for
submit
so
it.
for foreign nationals or Singapore nationals, a gift city will make sense कि
Yes. Yes, for
उनको फिर
foreign nationals
डायरेक्ट.
only gift city, na? For
Yeah,
foreign
yeah.
nationals
So
we have only
only that
gift.
is there, and that will make sense because उनका डॉलर अभी तक आया नहीं होगा, यूएस डॉलर में कर सकते हैं, right?
Right.
I think Singapore dollar is not yet in effect in gift city.
No, no, only US dollar.
Yeah. So now I have lot of family in Singapore. I can stay with them. I can arrange at their house, but it will be a little tricky to ask them for such a favor. That is the only catch. And obviously, they will have their whole connections in Singapore, all friends, relatives, to रहेंगे. So I don't know, would it make sense to hold it at a house? How will others view it if it is held at a house?
अरे मैडम, दो दो लोग को होटल में बुला दो, खत्म
हाँ.
बात.
क्या क्या?
होटल में स्टे करो, दो लोग को बुलाओ, उसके दो फ्रेंड को बुलाओ, दो फ्रेंड को कन्वर्ट करो एंड देन गो.
अच्छा.
वैसे धीरे धीरे करो. मेरे पास तो
See,
कनेक्शन नहीं है,
another,
आपके पास तो कनेक्शन तो है एटलीस्ट.
नहीं, और एक आइडिया देता हूँ. सिंगापुर में देखो, उनके सोसाइटीज जो है ना, उसमें एक तो मीटिंग रूम रहता ही है. तो यू कैन बुक दैट. You can have a get together over there. So you can call it get
How did you
together.
label it? Flex
Get
में क्या
together.
लिखा था?
See, I'll show you the first, both the what I have prepared now, both invitations.
है pictures है?
हाँ, so this was the first. So this was the first invitation. So I have labeled it as a get together. Okay.
ये
So
bitch cast
uh,
क्या है?
यही था वो, विस्की कास्टिंग में इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं.
Okay.
विस्की कास्ट जो रहता है ना, उसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट करता है. सो आई एम ऑल्सो ट्राइंग माई हैंड फर्स्ट टाइम. वो फ्रेंड के साथ ही मैं एक 5 lakhs का इन्वेस्टमेंट अभी, ही हैज गिवन मी 2 days बैक ओनली वन प्रपोजल फॉर दैट. सो आई एम जस्ट ट्राई टू सी इट हाउ इट वर्क्स. So I am investing with my friend. I cannot do it directly there. So I am investing through my friend there, and just to see what happens, how it works, just to have a feel of that. So this is was the first, and the second was, second we had a formal thing, because in for the second one, Bharat Value Fund was sponsoring it, and they have the Singapore feeder fund. So they have an entity which is registered in Singapore. So they had done it on their name. So we had promoted their name there, and RSVP.
So suppose we this wealth company is the same as the MF company which has come
Yes,
now.
yes, yes, yes. So
Suppose we register with them or empanel with them,
hmm.
then can we show this kind of? अभी तो फंड मैनेजर हर बार तो नहीं आएंगे.
नहीं आएगा, लेकिन if you are doing for their product, then they will allow you to use their logo, na, only for their product. Or if they are sponsoring it, then they will allow you to use.
Okay.
This they were sponsoring, they had sponsored this meet, na. So our expenses regarding the hall and were less in this.
Does NJ have any Singapore business?
Direct business, I don't know because
They had in Dubai. I don't know about Singapore.
yes, they had in
Probably
Dubai.
Singapore also once upon a time.
No idea because they were doing it now, so I didn't approach NJ, and I was focusing on AIF
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there. So I didn't approach NJ for this.
So for
Maybe
AIF, currently, don't we need any license?
uh, no license is needed for AIF. There is no exam yet for AIF. So
Hello.
yes, Punit ji.
So you are thinking of AIFs from Gift City or from India?
No, for the foreign nationals, now we are working a proposal from Gift City. It's slightly tedious process, but um, just initial meeting is going on with one of the foreign national, as I told. Today also I have a meeting. So here one more thing just to add on. This is an additional thing. So as you know about, many of you might be knowing about iFast. So iFast was there in India. They have their a platform for transactions. So RIs use that platform normally for fee collection, and that was smooth. But they exited Indian operation 2 years back, I think 2.5 years back. But they are very much they are in Singapore. They have their headquarters in Singapore, and now they are expanding in UK and other countries also. So there we had a chance to visit in the next second meeting to their office. So they have one arrangement, that is introducer arrangement. And so you are not an agent, but you act as an introducer. So if you introduce any client to them, you have a formal agreement with them as an introducer. If you introduce any client to them who want to invest in outside India and through foreign currency, so it can be a foreign national, NRI, from India also, NRI can come up, who wants to invest outside. So they help them. Their manager will take over the meeting. They will do all the things, everything. They will involve us in every meeting with the client, and they will also pass on the meeting minutes to us. They will always keep us in the loop. Oh, but we don't have to do anything. We have to just introduce the client and then be with the in the meetings and other things, and they will share the revenue with us. So they share 50% of the revenue what they are getting from that client and with us. So I have done the arrangement with iFast now, because this client, the foreign national client, and he wants to invest a big money, and he's not, I don't want to completely invest into India. He want to have some foreign exposure. So we are now connecting. Today only I have the first meeting with iFast with for that client in the afternoon. Them. So that is another thing. What if you have such clients, and if you want to do, we can arrange one iFast a meeting for our group. because it's a completely different way of saying, because many clients in India also, they have many NRI clients from India who are investing more than 5 CR with them, because if somebody wants to send and their son to UK or outside, then they start investing earlier in that country. So this is how they route the money. They have their bank now. iFast has a bank in UK, online, completely online bank. So they have good roots in UK presently and global. So they invest into global currency also. Like now my client is in Singapore. He can invest to Singapore dollars as in UK or US market. So that is another connection I got from there, which can help to expand your services, global services, global investing services. Yeah.
Do you do stocks also?
No.
But then you presented there about stocks also. So if you get the plans, then what do you do?
No, I have not projected for the stocks. I have projected the AIF, that secondary market AIF they are having. Bharat Value Fund is a secondary market AIF. So I projected only that AIF, and for the India growth story through mutual funds. So that's how we connected these two products.
So main focus was mutual funds and AIF.
Main focus was AIF in that meeting. Mutual
Okay.
funds was a secondary part. Uh, Leela ma'am, you are on mute.
What is the income from 1 CR AIF?
They charge the client 2% and as the management fees, and we get 0.9% to this Funds India. I get 0.9% as a management fees, and they have this profit sharing mechanism. So above 15%, whatever the profit the client will get, and that will be charged 20% as the fees, and we get 4%. So that will be a later part income. After 3 years or so, that income will come.
It's not. It doesn't start as soon as we get the investment.
It starts with the management, like trail will start, no? Because they have a quarterly payment mechanism, and they will charge the management fees only on the drawdown amount. So now presently in the this series 4, they have taken only 10 lakhs till now. They have launched it in July. Since July they have taken 10 lakhs only. So on 10 lakhs, 2% annually they will charge, and we'll get 0.9% annually as a trail. So first amount will come mostly next month.
You're
But
saying
that it
they
will be
don't take
very
the whole
small.
1 CR in one shot.
No, no.
Okay. But
So
how do they know we are going to keep up our promise of payment?
means that is the agreement done na, initially, the company. So I have done with Funds India, because I am doing it through Funds India and not directly with Bharat Value. So when I was exploring this option in the Bharat Value Fund, what they were doing was they were giving me management fees trail as 1.1%, but in the later part, the profit sharing, they were offering 3%. Actually, main income is profit sharing in AIF and not the trail,
And what is
because
the hurdle rate they are expecting?
it is the hurdle here. The hurdle rate works out in this way, that is 15%. And actually, so 15% means what? 1 crore. Once it's on the XIRR basis. So once around, they have the lock-in period of 5 years, but they say after 3 years you'll start getting the amounts. Within 3 years, you will start getting the amount. So once the person will cross that 1.4, 1.45 CR, na, they will charge the profit sharing on all the profits. Up to 1.45, if within 3 years they give back 1.45, they will not charge any profit sharing. But after that, if they are giving any amount, that will be first deducted as a profit sharing, because that 15% has been crossed in that. So that's a big chunk. They are expecting their projections are that they will, in 5 years, they will make it 3 times. But if they make it double also in 5 years, still on 1 crore, 4% is 4 lakhs. So that's the main income in that. And you are offering a different solution to the client. That's how I am focusing app. I have done right till now 7 apps. One is my own, and 6 are of the clients. But what I see is it's a different offering to the client. So that how I focus it. So I have approached only the clients who have more than 3 CR, 3.5 CR of mutual fund assets, or overall FDs, and totaling more than 4 CR. That's how I have approached the clients, and I am henceforth also approaching them. And it's a good tool to go to new prospects, because the wealthy people, they will have money. And when you go only as a mutual fund, if anybody has asset of more than 10, 15 CR, and if you are only going as a mutual fund, what I feel, this is my feeling, but everybody has their own way of telling, pitching their own self to the clients. But what I feel, to them, it becomes a very easy tool for me when I talk to them about the secondary market investments and about the risk involved in that. They are more open to talk, and then I can put the mutual fund as a secondary product to them, and not for the regular clients. But for the prospects, I'm looking 10 CR plus, having wealth prospects for this AI. New prospects. From existing clients, I'm looking 3.5 to 4 CR above clientele.
So what
So I'm not doing
exactly
PMS
does
at all.
the foreign nationals, how do they approach? Like Indians want returns and all that. Foreign nationals, so what is their prime concern when they invest in India?
Yes, so now the challenges are that only when I'm discussing with them, see, they want a coupon rate. They are talking about coupons, because outside India, it's more about coupons, getting a fixed income. They are very much happy with 7, 8% returns on the coupons. They are too happy when they get a 7, 8% returns on coupon. And so now I am trying to explore these credit risk funds, and where there is a coupon payment. And so I'm now exploring that type of funds too, because they need more liquidity. They at least some liquidity in the product. They don't want to keep their products completely lock in for 3 years, 4 years. So that's what I felt the challenge is there. So these foreign nationals are not, I have not done any thing for them right now in AI, because I'm just trying to explore these things. NRIs, as I told you, one NRI, we are working through the Gift City, and other we have done directly through his NRE account. We have done the payments.
Any specific AIF you are pitching, or you've given different based on client needs?
I only specific Bharat Value Fund secondary market, yeah, presently. I'm
Okay.
exploring now that credit risk funds AIFs, or credit related AIFs, that I'm presently exploring.
Okay.
Because that are also good one to pitch to the client, because they will give you coupon regular payments and to the client. And so then client is happy to get a regular payment of 10% to 12% also if they get. Normally these gives 8 to 9% as a regular payment kind of dividends, because they get that coupon rate. And the overall returns in these kind of funds are 13-14%. And overall, if you see in these funds, so people are happy with a fixed investment option. And but we need to that will add on risk, because we need to see their mechanism, how they are controlling the risk in that, because high yield funds adds on risk. If one bond also in one investment goes falls there, then
Yeah.
it will a big hit in overall portfolio. At least in secondary market AIFs, I see that. And if one company doesn't give returns, other companies make up for the returns. So client will get that 12 to 15% band returns at least. And if all the companies do well, then the returns can go up to more than 20% in secondary market. Otherwise, 15 to 20% returns are quite possible. And see, mutual funds will also give in a larger period, 5 years, 6 years period, that. But client want that exotic thing, something different. They are trying to do the secondary market directly by investing directly into the secondary market available stocks. So instead of that, this becomes a better way to go in.
Okay.
So AIFs are everybody should start exploring AIFs. And why see, on this platform we are always discussing about NJ, but I have done only Funds India type for AIF, because they are more focusing on the other investment options other than mutual fund. They are also into mutual fund, but they are more focusing and exploring the options other than mutual funds. And so that becomes a good part. At one place you get all the research, all the information about the alternate investment options other than mutual funds. So they are exploring on the credit risk side, bonds. They are exploring everything at one place you can get other than mutual funds.
सूरज, आप भारत वैल्यू जो कर रहे हो वो फंड्स इंडिया के थ्रू ही कर रहे हो क्या?
हाँ.
ओके.
So now I am also exploring the neo secondary market option. If anybody wants earlier exit, then neo secondary market can be a good option, because they are right now, their fund is almost becoming now 1 year old in next 2 months, I think. And they have good allocation also right now in that fund. And they have already taken 5 or 6 companies allocation. 2 companies are in their discussion of IPO process in next 1.5 years. So the liquidity will start earlier from that fund, because in Bharat Value Fund, the Series 4, it's just a start for them. So they have not taken any allocation in that. And so it will take at least to start the liquidity, it will take 3 years plus in Bharat Value Fund Series 4. So this becomes a good option, neo one, because there the liquidity will start within 1.5 to 2 years down the line. So, anything, if anybody wants to know from my experience. Or we can open the forum for regular discussion on AI for other investment things. It's already 10:25.
Question. Which AIF you are suggesting to your clients in India?
Same I told, Bharat Value Fund. The wealth company's Bharat Value Fund. Series 4.
Okay.
Presently, I am suggesting only that, but now I am exploring the credit risk AIFs and also the neo secondary market AIF. I am exploring that presently. I have not pitched it to anyone, but I'm just on that verge because recently in last 2 3 weeks when I'm meeting and pitching this now, I am getting the spot key if we get some coupon on that, and so if we are getting some interest or annual income on that, then it would be better. So that's why then I am exploring these two options.
Thank you.
This coupon wala concept is in private equity ना?
प्राइवेट इक्विटी में नहीं है वो।
है ना, एक इंटरेस्ट कंपोनेंट है और एक कैपिटल गेन्स है, दो
हाँ,
कंपोनेंट
प्राइवेट
है
इक्विटी, हाँ, प्राइवेट इक्विटी क्रेडिट रिस्क फंड, सो ऑलमोस्ट
So
सिमिलर लाइंस पे ही काम करते हो। So they will fund one company completely for one project or like that. तो वो
yeah,
कूपन
mostly
का
it is for real estate.
यस, कूपन वाला ये रियल एस्टेट में भी है। सो रियल एस्टेट में जो फंड्स लीज प्रॉपर्टी में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं ना, उसमें
Yeah,
है।
because if he doesn't return the money, the builder, they own the flats which they can sell. Something
Right.
equivalent to that they do.
राइट, नो डाउट रियल एस्टेट में थोड़ा रिस्क कम है इसमें,
Yes.
लेकिन रिटर्न्स भी कम है ना। रियल एस्टेट के रिटर्न्स आर इन बिटवीन 11 to 14%।
They
So
promise 18, 20 and all. I don't know. सच में दिया है कि नहीं?
18-20 हाँ, pre-tax
हाँ.
17-18% they promise pre-tax, post-tax it will be around 14-15%, but risk
Gross,
real estate case में।
yeah, gross basis, pre-tax basis may that quotes very high number, but after expenses and after taxes, it comes to the range which Surajji mentioned.
Yeah.
Also, InvITs are there, infrastructure things. So I recently did that for a resident matlab, client where there was quarterly payouts.
Which InvITs you did?
I did it with Nuam. I'll tell you the exact name. Anzen. I- So it is a pre-listed InvIT. It will go into listing for maybe in another 2 years or so. So just like we do IPOs and before listing there is a gain, you do pre-IPO buying and everything, unlisted shares. So this is something like that. When there is listing, there will be a substantial gain. But in the interim, the client is getting immediate basis, client is getting quarterly payouts.
Okay, and what is the coupon rate for that?
It's coming to around 9%.
That's good.
Yeah.
Then there are REITs. Again, it's for Indians, I guess. No, NRI is allowed in REITs.
Yeah, NRI is allowed.
Yeah, REITs.
And Singapore है तो definitely allowed है. US, Canada का पंगा भी नहीं है.
Okay.
There is a minimum ticket size of only 2 lakhs. Na?
No, इसमें मैंने जो किया वो 25,000 units minimum था. So when I did the investment, the price was above 100. So 118 कुछ था, तो client का investment 29 lakhs के आसपास कुछ हुआ था.
हाँ, तो REITs
हाँ.
में it is 2 lakhs.
No, this is InvIT.
हाँ,
तो उसमें
InvIT is-
हाँ.
रीट्स में भी पेआउट्स होता है ना, उसमें से
Yeah,
cumulative
quarterly payouts again in REITs.
Can we have a session on REITs and invites?
That would be better if anybody is doing that. Session would really add on.
I can check with Novama people if they want to come and present. I mean, again, if everybody is interested, but or maybe we can explore who else is there who can speak. Or if anybody among us is doing regularly, we should have one of us only speak. Otherwise, maybe we'll have to depend on some product-based manufacturer only then.
Nuvama is good. Nuvama is good for AIF, REITs, InvITs, and bonds. And at time the pre-IPO also. We can get a session for that.
Okay.
All alternates they are good at, I think so.
Yeah. I'm doing other products with them.
Yeah. Even I'm doing other products with them.
I do a lot of N series.
Okay. AIF one I'm doing with Unify also. It's called the Blend 3 AIF. So beautiful product.
Anybody has
Sandeep,
actually done SIF so far?
Only you and Chintan
Yes,
and
I have done it.
Great.
YT. और किसने पास
No,
किया? रोहित.
I meant actual sale.
Yeah,
हाँ?
yeah. Invested, matlab, yeah. Customers
How
also
nice.
money and my money.
Chintan is
Yeah.
always first come first serve देता ही है ना? What do you call that? Early try
Early bird.
trial जो करता है.
Early bird है वो, early bird.
So
Early
which
bird
app you
नहीं,
are
it's
doing,
like
Chintan?
early adopters, yeah, adopters कुछ तो बोलते हैं
Matlab, I
marketing.
had done both. Matlab, Quant has launched the third fund, and SBA. Otherwise, I had not done any investment because the client was not. Matlab, it was a very hybrid category, like a debt fund category was there. So, and one client wanted a diversification. Matlab, he had invested in Quant SIF and SBA, so he just diversified to two categories. That's why we just give him that choice.
SBI का कौन सा category है?
हाइब्रिड ही है
Hybrid,
BAF नहीं
hybrid.
So all are bringing very risk-free products first.
No,
They're
Quant is
called
bringing
absolute return products.
Quant तो
Quant
अभी
has
Quant अपना इक्विटी नहीं संभाल रहा है और
आप
SIF में
BlackBerry में
घुसा है.
अपने किराना दिन
So Sandeep Tandon, in fact, says that his SIFs, Quant initially did a lot of long short funds before they got into mutual funds. So he has expertise in doing that. That's why he's launching multiple SIFs. And also for a client, it's if you take 10 lakhs, you can do options into three, right? You can break it up.
Yeah.
yes, you can diversify and it is better now. Matlab, customer can initially started with 10 lakh. Now he can invest 1 lakh, 2 lakh, any amount. No, he can take the taste of all the categories. Matlab, what they have launched just on 24th, it is mid and small M. Matlab, X, I think X top 100. Matlab, they cannot invest in top hundreds. Rest they can invest. So
You're saying 10 lakhs can be across different
Different
SIFs or
strategies, but same fund house.
same fund house, yeah, like in PMS.
Yes.
yes.
और अभी पे आउट आप लोगों को पता चला?
Yes, Quant है, मतलब Quant has was giving initially 1%, and then slab wise was rate, and for Edelweiss it was 0.7 or 0.8. मतलब it was hybrid, and SBI was very low, 0.5 or 0.6 category was there.
This is trail
Yeah, trail.
model.
आपने चिंतन एनजे के थ्रू ही किया कि कैसे किया?
नहीं, जो
SF?
Quant was regular because that time NJ did not have any option was there. So I
Okay.
did it on my own code at that time. And then SBI was with NJ because that time NJ came up with their own version. So I just with NJ is now, matlab, SBI was with NJ.
Account opening is similar.
Yeah, there is, matlab, I had done physical as of now with check application form submission because time bound it was, matlab, taking time or there was a risk involved. So I just did physical via check only as of now. But it is enabled. I have checked now.
Yeah,
Everything
like
is enabled.
any emailed account, you can sell it to. Like you have to know PIT and sell it.
You have to
Yes.
open another account.
No.
No,
Mutual
no.
fund account, eWealth.
Same eWealth.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it will just be by for. There will be one more tab.
No, so
for
when
it,
you look
right?
at the AMCs, you get these Altiva, you will get the different companies over there, QSIF.
Now you will not get 45 names more. It will be more than 45 because it will be written QSIF. Matlab, if it is, there will be two AMCs. One will be Quant and one will be QSIF name will be there. So then you can select the funds in that path.
So from MF account also we can do it, right?
Right. Yes, you
Yes.
can do it.
Yes.
चिंतन एनजे का प्रोसेस कितना लंबा है टू रजिस्टर फॉर एसआईएफ?
It is just a very easy. Matlab, you just have to upload that document, nothing else. मतलब once you get the ARN, you just upload via online request in admin option is there. Online
Okay.
request submission. It will take 2 or 3 days. They will just approve it. Nothing else. मतलब.
Okay. I should get mine in this week.
Yeah,
From
once
yeah.
if you need any help, it is very easy. मतलब, if you just need to upload the documents only.
एग्जाम कैसा एग्जाम सेल्फ दे पढ़ के दे सकते हैं या कुछ करना पड़ेगा कोर्स
नहीं
वोर्स
नहीं
कुछ
मतलब you have to read and give the exam because it is मतलब you have to invest your time on reading the things.
हाँ यानी सेल्फ स्टडी से हो जाएगा ना इफ आई इन्वेस्ट टाइम देन
Yeah, if you मतलब if you know मतलब I was knowing the equities and derivatives, so it was easy for me by learning the things. और
डेरिवेटिव्स
अपना
आई नो बिकॉज़ आई हैव डन इन माय सीए स्टडीज वैसे
हाँ
तो
then
किया
it
हुआ
is
है
easy
मैंने
मतलब
स्टार्टिंग
yes
नहीं
yes
किया है मैंने भी किया हुआ है
हाँ then it is very easy मतलब
परफेक्ट 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 वो यही जानना था बोला वो यार वो क्लासेस करने का फिर खुद से पढ़ने का उतना टाइम नहीं खुद से पढ़ लेते हैं चलो जब भी टाइम मिला तभी पढ़ लेंगे
नेटवर्क एफपी बग का जो क्वेश्चन आंसर चल रहे हैं ना वो भी कर लो या मतलब क्वेश्चन आंसर भी कर लोगे तो इट इज मच इजी मतलब यू विल कम टू नो समवेयर यू आर मेकिंग मतलब वी आर मेकिंग मिस्टेक्स वी कैन रेक्टिफाई देम.
तो
ओके कूल
संदीप सर ने क्वेश्चन पेपर सेंड किए थे ना, तो थियरी बहुत ज्यादा डीप में जा रहे हैं ये लोग, तो देन थियरी को इग्नोर नहीं करना, कैलकुलेशंस तो देखो फिर भी कर लेंगे प्रैक्टिस से, न्यूमेरिकल्स, बट थियरी में डीप जा रहे हैं ये लोग.
ओके
And that too, like things like, if somebody wants to become a, like forex dealer, what should be the net worth and things like that.
अच्छा ऐसा भी पूछ रहे हैं क्या ये लोग
हाँ, रेगुलेटरी रिलेटेड जो भी है ना डेफिनेशंस, उस टाइप का
But
क्वेश्चंस भी बहुत है
how
कि
relevant is it to SIF?
वेरी
Not
लेस
या आई
much.
मीन या इट इज लेस इन द सेंस इट इज डेरिवेटिव सेगमेंट, किसी को स्टार्ट करना है तो उसको क्या लगेगा, रेगुलेटरी रिक्वायरमेंट, सो
So
दैट काइंड ऑफ
they
theoretical
are trying to
questions.
encourage us to become derivative experts. Stand
God alone
सिंपल है
knows, but I have
मैम ये
heard,
एग्जाम का
but
नाम ही डेरिवेटिव्स मॉड्यूल है वो एग्जाम एसआईएफ का नहीं है एग्जाम डेरिवेटिव्स का
I know
इसलिए
you
exactly.
करके
can eventually do work in that, but you get one certificate ना. They are not giving कि तुमने NISA में भी pass किया, ये
So
भी
it is,
pass किया,
that's
वो
why
भी.
they call it 13. No, it's a
Yeah.
combination of 3 common.
हाँ.
एंड वो डेरिवेटिव्स है, तो डेरिवेटिव्स के रिलेटेड जो भी रेगुलेटरी रिक्वायरमेंट है वो भी चेक कर रहे हैं वो लोग, थ्योरेटिकल भी चेक कर रहे हैं. Yeah.
So Yogesh is not writing. YD, Yogesh,
No,
Sushant.
November
Not
and
started yet.
Hmm.
And surprisingly, one of my clients came to me, Arey, I've got 10 lakhs, I want to invest in SIF. So now I have to
Now
compulsorily
you
choose the
realize,
exam.
इसलिए
Yes,
पहले ही एनजे ने बोला आपको करो करो करो.
yes. So अभी now I will start. अभी दिवाली हो गया, स्टडी करूंगा. तो होपफुली क्लियर करके फिर इन्वेस्टमेंट भी करूंगा.
अभी लिक्विड फंड में ले लो पैसा 10 लाख पहले. मैंने अभी
Yes,
सब
उसको
किया है,
वही बोला
वैसे
मैंने.
ही किया है. 1 करोड़ जिसके
वही
पास है
किया.
उसको ही अप्रोच किया, उसका लिक्विड फंड में डाल के अभी आर्बिट्राज में डाल के रखा है उसका पैसा. हाँ, किया है.
Exactly.
हाँ, ताकि वो नेक्स्ट ड्रॉ डाउन में प्रॉब्लम नहीं आना चाहिए. सिर्फ एक ही क्लाइंट है जिसने नहीं डाला है, वो बोला मैं दूसरी जगह इन्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, आई विल गिव यू, अदरवाइज ऑल अदर्स आई हैव kept it in liquid fund, arbitrage fund, at least more than 50% amount.
यस अमित भैया क्या बोल रहे हो?
सुन रहा हूँ.
सुनना नहीं, अभी आपको बोलना है. सुनने का वक्त हो गया. सूरज बोल के हो चुका है. सूरज हुआ मध्यम, आगे बढ़ो. आपका तो बाएं हाथ का खेल है. सिंगापुर में आप घर ही ले लो अभी.
अमित दुबई में वगैरह करता ना क्लाइंट मेट से, उसका दुबई में अच्छा ये है.
Actually, I think it makes sense only to do where there is TRC option. बाकी सब लोग को हम फालतू में we are bothering them to have to pay tax and do filing with all that.
Effect.
ऐसे बॉदरिंग नहीं है, एक सीए के साथ भी टाइप करके रखने का, और वो सीए को उनको ये कर देने का, दैट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम।
हाँ,
मेरा
नहीं,
एक
जो
सीए
ऐसा
है,
है
अपना इन हाउस दीप्ति है, कर रही है
दीप्ति
फॉरेन
है,
में।
मेरा जो खुद का सीए है, या हाँ दीप्ति को, एक्चुअली दीप्ति इज ऑल्सो डूइंग एनआरआई थिंग। मेरा खुद का सीए वो भी एनआरआई का देखता, सो आई डायरेक्टली गिव हिज कांटेक्ट, कनेक्ट देम। तो वो सीए भी लीड्स भी देते रहता है उसके क्लाइंट बेस का, म्यूचुअल फंड्स और इसके लिए, और उसको भी वो बिजनेस मिल जाता है ऐसे करके।
आज दीप्ति खुले आसमान के नीचे बैठी है।
I'm at my mom's place, so yeah.
अरे वी आर मिसिंग रोहित आउटडोर्स। दिस इज नॉट फेयर। रूम के अंदर बैठ के।
It's been raining on and off, no, the last couple of days.
The weather is horrible, but maybe before 7 a.m. it's okay.
धनतेरस का
चलो।
किस किसने क्या क्या स्पेशल किया?
So
मैंने
धनतेरस
Manoj,
एसआईपी नॉर्मल
जैसे
हुआ।
तुम्हें दिखा वैसे वीडियो बनाया, और मेरे स्टाफ ने कॉलिंग किया, और 1 लाख का SIP उन्होंने किया और 5 लाख लमसम।
वाह,
इस बार धनतेरस कॉलिंग मैंने खुद ने किया था। 5-6 लाख का SIP आया, 6 लाख का। और वो एक क्लाइंट ने धनतेरस में उसको इंडिया ग्रोथ स्टोरी बताया था, 1.15 करोड़ का लमसम है।
अरे वाह, ग्रेट।
30% लमसम इन्वेस्ट किया, बाकी का लिक्विड डाल के उसको STP कर रहे हैं।
सुपर।
तो दिवाली हैज बीन गुड। बेस्ट पार्ट इज 50% लोगों ने हाँ बोला, 50 लोगों ने ना बोला, पर सब लोग ने ना कंप्लीट ना नहीं बोला है। नवंबर में करेंगे, दिसंबर में करेंगे, जैन फेब में देखेंगे, मार्च में देखेंगे। तो कनेक्ट बना रहा है। बेस्ट पार्ट वाज मी, अबाउट मी कॉलिंग देम वाज कंटिन्यूइंग द कनेक्ट। थोड़ा सा मैं भी दूसरे कामों में बिजी था, तो कनेक्ट थोड़ा सा कम हो गया था। सो आई गॉट बैक इनटू दैट। इट वाज अ गुड कॉन्फिडेंस बूस्टिंग दिस थिंग आल्सो।
आज संदीप सर किधर है?
दोनों भी नहीं है।
पुनीत है
संदीप
ना?
से छुट्टी पे, पुनीत था, पुनीत है ना?
Yes, sir.
हाँ
Yes,
हाँ,
sir.
पुनीत
I
है
am here.
ऑफिस में।
ओके, यू आर देयर।
हाँ, पुनीत ने किया होगा 5-10 करोड़, इसलिए चुप बैठे।
क्या किया मैम मैंने?
क्या पता, कुछ तो किया होगा कांड।
धनतेरस को क्या किया?
We did a SIP around 15 lakh rupees, 19 lakh rupees,
हाँ,
and 85 lakh was the total. I'm just calculating the figures. Give me 2 minutes. I'll give you the real figures. गड़बड़ भी हो सकता है.
मैंने बोला ना बड़ा ही करेंगे। हम्म।
चिंता नहीं है, एसएफ का एग्जाम जो था वो क्यूपीएफपी का जो मॉड्यूल चल रहा है वहीं से पढ़ के दिया था।
नहीं, I had given in April only. It was
आया
मतलब
था
I
तभी।
was knowing that everything about derivatives, so I just prepared
हम्म।
myself only.
आइडियली कितना, 1.5 महीना लगेगा, 1-1.5 महीना?
एक बार आराम से, हाँ मतलब if you study and focus like QPFP or anything, मतलब it will take
सेम।
15 to 20 days only, but you have to give a
ओके।
time 2-3 hours a daily, so it can be
ओके,
done.
सो 2 मंथ्स मैक्स।
Yes, yes.
राइट। और एआईएफ के लिए जो है उसके लिए कोई सेपरेट कोड नहीं है, अपने ही इस पे ही हो रहा है वो।
Yes, SIF के लिए एक अलग से लेना है, फीस भरनी है, but it will
हम्म।
be the code will be the same, UN will be the
हम्म।
same, but the fees will be extra.
दैट्स ऑल राइट। ओके।
Yes.
And the fees are high, no, for corporate.
Yes,
आपने
मतलब
प्राइवेट लिमिटेड में लिया तो?
yes, fresh ARN, मतलब 40,000 for a fresh ARN and the 20,000 for renewals. It will be the same like new taking ARN, मतलब fresh ARN लेके start कर रहे हो वैसे ही होगा.
यानी हाथ में 10-20 SIF रेडी रखो, फिर पास करो तो आपका एग्जाम फीस सब फीस क्लियर हो जाएगा उसी में। चलो, किसी को अपना काम नहीं करना है, कैन बी कॉल इट अ डे।
Yes.
Yes.
चलो अभी चलो सिंगापुर करते हैं।
Done. See you.
Yes, chalo. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Raj.
you,
Yes, thanks,
Madhu.
Thank
Suraj.
you, Suraj. Nice,
Thanks, Suraj.
ma'am.
nice
Yes, okay, yes.
ग्रुप
experience for
बुकिंग
us.
करेंगे,
It's done.
चार्टर फ्लाइट। हाँ
Thank